I didn't say much on the drive back from Muscle Shoals. Wasn't much to say, really. I had a whole lot to process, but it wasn't the kind of processing that ended up with me in the bathroom with a couple of the funny papers. It was more like the kind of processing that ended up with a normal person laying down on a shrink's couch. Or for me, the kind of processing that ended up with something or somebody getting broken. We'd just saved the soul of the music industry from a demon that wanted to auto-tune everything to sound like a bad Florida Georgia Line cover band, which is my idea of the ninth circle of hell. In the meantime, I'd been party to some downright scandalous dreams, and in the middle of my very own reenactment of The Devil Went Down to Georgia, my mama came back and sang with me. My mama was back. The woman I'd last seen tied to a pole and about to be set on fire by my crazy-ass werewolf brother. The woman I'd pretty much told to stay the hell out of my life forever. The woman who walked out on Pop, Jason, and me when I was a teenager because she couldn't put up with Pop's life as a monster hunter. She was back. Oh, yeah, and she was a fairy. Not like Skeeter. As far as I knew, she was straight. That ain't anywhere on the list of stuff I want to talk to my mama about. A real fairy. Like point-of-ears and magic shit fairy. If that wasn't enough damn surprises, she proceeds to tell me that I've got a sister, that she's in trouble in FairyLand, and that we've got to go there and save her. I've been to FairyLand. It wasn't a whole lot of fun. If given a choice between FairyLand and Disneyland, I'm gonna pick Disneyland every time, even in the middle of summer with 20,000 preschoolers. Still taking Disneyland. Mice suck, but fairies are worse. So I don't think it surprised anybody when I pulled into the driveway, got out of the truck, walked right inside, and pulled a 12-pack of Budweiser out of the fridge. I walked straight out to the back deck, popped open the first of what I anticipated to be many beers I would drink that afternoon and on into the evening, and sucked the sides flat on the can before I came up for air. I heard the sliding glass door open behind me. I didn't turn around. I could tell it was Amy, for a couple of reasons. One, Joe has a heavy tread from the engineer's boots he wears all the time. Two, Skeeter knows better than to interrupt me when I'm thinking about Mama. He was with me when she ran off, and he saw what I was like then. I was with him when his mama died, so I returned the favor. Mamas have always been a subject we didn't talk about. Ever. I just assumed it wasn't going to be Mama following me out on the deck, because she was never a stupid woman, and it would take an exceedingly stupid woman for her to think I wanted to talk to her right then. That left Amy. Probably the only person in the world I wouldn't hit square in the mouth for trying to talk to me right then. There's a good 30% chance I wouldn't deck Skeeter, and Joe got maybe another 5% for being a priest. But I wasn't going to hit Amy, no matter what, and she knew it. She walked up beside me and put a hand on my arm. "How you doing out here?" "I don't know." I told the truth. There's no point trying to be brave with the woman you wake up whenever you have nightmares, which is pretty often. Not to mention the fact that she'd been in the room when Mama sang with me, and she saw what that was like. It was magic, and it felt worse than anything I'd ever gone through in my life. And I once wrestled a naked Sasquatch. "Is there anything I can do?" she asked. One thing I like about Amy, she ain't one for platitudes or bullshit. She wasn't going to tell me that it was all going to be all right, or it was all going to work out, or whatever other crap she thought I might want to hear, or need to hear, or whatever. "I don't think so," I said. "I got a lot of beer here." Then something hit me. "You might want to lock up Bertha." I slipped out of my shoulder rig and handed the holster with my Desert Eagle to her. "I don't think I want to shoot anybody, but I can't promise I'll feel the same way in an hour."